Ahsoka Tano, Rosario Dawson, will soon be debuting her titular series, though many people are most excited for the appearance of Ezra Bridger. Here's the Jedha's Star Wars history and timeline explained. After her popularity in multiple Star Wars animated series, Tano made her long-awaited live-action debut in The Mandalorian. Following The Mandalorian, she has also appeared in the Book of Boba Fett and will now be starring in her own series, Ahsoka. While details about the show are largely under wraps, Ahsoka will likely be a sequel-like series following the events of Star Wars Rebels. This is partly due to the animated series' co-creator and co-producer Dave Filoni also developing the new live-action series. With this news, several Rebels characters have been confirmed to feature in the show. For months, it was speculated that Rebels Jedi hero Bridger may appear in the show, given his depiction in a mural at the end of the Ahsoka footage shown during the Mando Plus panel at the Star Wars Celebration. Now, Bridger's appearance in the series has been confirmed, with the role officially cast. This will not only be the character's return to the franchise, but also his first live-action appearance. In the Rebels finale, Bridger jumped into hyperspace to an unknown location, with Tano and Mandalorian Sabine Wren setting off on a journey fueled by their determination to find him. With Bridger's highly anticipated return around the corner, it's worth revisiting the Star Wars character's history and timeline, which also provides some context to Ahsoka. Eamon Esfandi was cast as a live-action Ezra Bridger in Ahsoka a day ahead of the D23 panel. It was announced that Eamon Esfandi was cast as the live-action Bridger in the upcoming Ahsoka series, taking over from the animated version's voice actor Taylor Gray. Esfandi has previously appeared in the horror movie Red 11 and had a small role in King Richard alongside Will Smith. He is also in The Inspection, an upcoming gay military drama showing at the 2022 Toronto Film Festival. While news of Esfandi's casting has been met with largely positive reviews, specifically regarding his likeness to Bridger, some are surprised the role didn't go to Aladdin star Mena Massoud, as previously rumored. In response to the casting, Massoud graciously shared the role just wasn't meant for him via Twitter. Ezra Bridger's backstory before Ahsoka. What we know: Bridger was born on Empire Day in 19 BBY, just a few days before Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa, when Palpatine first declared himself Emperor of the Galactic Empire. His parents, Ephraim and Mira, were open critics of the Empire, leading to their imprisonment and Bridger being orphaned on his home planet Lothal from the age of 7. To survive, Bridger took to theft, which, 8 years later, led him to a group of rebels known as the Ghost Crew, made up of Kanan Jarrus, Harrison Dulla, Sabine Wren, Garazeb Aurelios, and their droid Chopper. Soon after stowing away with the group, former Jedi Padawan Jarrus began to recognize extraordinary abilities in Bridger. As such, he began to train him in the ways of the Force, though Bridger often displayed a lack of discipline and concerning interest in the dark side of the Force. After several rebellious adventures, the team of rebels hacked the Imperial HoloNet, through which Bridger broadcast a message of hope and rebellion across the Lothal sector. They eventually teamed up with a rebel cell called the Phoenix Squadron, where Ezra encountered Tano, who Bridger is expected to reunite with in Ahsoka. Later, Bridger traveled to the Sith planet Malachor alongside Jarrus and Tano, where they encountered 3 Inquisitors and Darth Maul, believed to have died years prior at the hands of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, who tried to recruit Bridger as his own apprentice. Maul gaslit Bridger into helping him retrieve a Sith holocron from the Sith Temple, but their escape was foiled when Darth Vader appeared. In order to let her friends escape, Tano stayed behind to battle Vader and was later presumed dead. This experience brought Bridger dangerously close to the dark side, though he was able to resist temptation and stay on his Jedi path with the help of his rebel family. Eventually, Bridger returned to his home planet Lothal to free it from the Empire's rule once and for all. In the process, his master Kanan sacrificed himself, but his will revisited Bridger in the form of a reincarnate-like Loth wolf named Doom, Jarrus's birth name. Doom advised Bridger to return to the GD Temple on Lothal, where Bridger entered the world between worlds, a place in the Force where one can change the past. Here, Bridger managed to retroactively save Tano, and together they stopped Sith Lord Sidious from gaining control of the alternate dimension. Bridger's last mission in Star Wars Rebels featured him and the other rebels successfully seizing the Dome, or center of Imperial power on Lothal, where they were able to issue the evacuation of all Imperial forces from the planet. Unfortunately, Imperial Commanding Officer Grand Admiral Thrawn escaped to his Star Destroyer, the Chimera, and began attacking Lothal's capital city. Bridger snuck aboard the Chimera, and while he confronted Thrawn, his rebel allies summoned a pod of Purrgil, whale-like creatures with the ability to jump into hyperspace. They attached themselves to the Chimera, at which point Bridger informed Ren this was his plan all along. The Purrgil jumped to hyperspace, taking Bridger and Thrawn with them, and effectively ensuring Lothal's freedom from Imperial oppression. Though Bridger was often tempted by the dark side during his adventures, his chosen family, particularly Jarrus, were always there to guide him to the light side. In the end, Bridger chose to righteously sacrifice himself, though his and Thrawn's survival was confirmed by Filoni via Rebels Recon. Now, Bridger's confirmed return hints at Ahsoka's timeline. Bridger is believed to be approximately 19 at the end of Rebels, in 0BBY. Esfandi is 29 in real life, suggesting Ahsoka takes place approximately 10 years later, though Esfandi could play the role a few years younger or older. Tano most recently appeared in The Mandalorian Season 2, set 5 years after return of the Jedi in 9ABY. Many presume Tano and Ren pursued Bridger immediately following Rebels, though it's also speculated the Ahsoka series is set after her appearance in The Mandalorian. Considering Esfandi's age and the presumed sequence of events following Star Wars Rebels, Ahsoka is likely set between 9ABY 12ABY, give or take a few years. This leaves a near 10-year gap for which details about Bridger's life and whereabouts are unknown. Ezra's role in Ahsoka will solve a big Star Wars mystery in the Rebels finale. There was never any indication as to where Bridger and Thrawn were taken by the Purrgils. Based on how much later Ahsoka is expected to take place, there is a possibility Tano and Ren have already found him, though Tano's continued hunt for Thrawn in The Mandalorian Season 2 hints that Bridger similarly remains lost. As such, the show will likely feature Tano and Ren's pursuit of the pair. Still, given Bridger's confirmed appearance in the show, he is sure to be discovered, and the mystery as to where he has been all this time will likely finally be solved. Every other Star Wars Rebels character in Ahsoka during the Star Wars Celebrations Mando Plus panel, Jon Favreau and Filoni confirmed Rebels characters Ren and Ghost Captain Syndulla would both appear in the series. Even ahead of her confirmed inclusion, Ren was expected to play a large part in the series, given its inevitable connection to Bridger. Australian actress Natasha Liu Bordizzo has been cast in the role, but Syndulla's live-action actress is yet to be revealed. Similarly, Thrawn's actor has not been confirmed, though the character is expected to feature in the series. The Ghost Cruise droid Chopper will also be in Ahsoka. It's suspected Filoni will return to voice the character, presumably brought to life through CGI and practical props. It is also rumored Hayden Christensen will reprise his role as Anakin Skywalker, though it may have to be in a flashback or Force Ghost capacity. While Bridger's appearance in the Ahsoka series has heightened anticipation around the show, theories suggest he may be drastically different from the Jedi hero last seen in Rebels. Being left in Thrawn's company, and without the guidance of his Ghost Crew family and GD Master for so long, there is a possibility he may have succumbed to the dark side that has always tempted him. With Ahsoka set to release in 2023, the wait to uncover the mysteries around the beloved Star Wars character will soon be over. Key release dates: Rogue Squadron release date 2023 12/22.